One Take Challenge, episode 23. Let's go, Flo.
Hey.
Why do birds, I think.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
Okay, vibrato.
Time you are near, just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky?
I like the pitch bends you're using.
Every time you
And you're doing a really great job of using dynamic in a really healthy way. No push-pull, but do you hear that he's kind of leaning in and leaning out? Mm-hmm. I like that. Now, as for your vibrato, this is... you know what? Let me listen a little bit more and then I'll talk about
just like me.
it. And you're changing the timing on this. Just like me is the timing, right? Just like me. You've taken the push out. You like just like me, which is cool. I don't know. I miss the like when you're singing a song that's so culturally anthemic and so recognizable. It's like risky business to change it up. Kind of like, I wouldn't say it's as drastic, but changing up like a national anthem, and everybody like.
They long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true.
Lovely.
So they sprinkled moon to sing your hair of gold to starlight in your eyes of gold.
Slightly under there.
Is what all of us in town.
Oh, nice pitch bend. Okay, so from what I can hear, this vibrato feels a little less laryngeal and a little more what I would call like diaphragmatic. Kind of more puffs of air than it is bending of the pitch. Now, is that against the law? Is that a music crime? No. But here's the thing. When we take up space in this system with that kind of vibrato, we are, I think, taking up some space and energy that could be used for support and other singy things. On top of that, it does sound different than more fluid laryngeal vibrato that is based more on pitch bends. So, if we slow that down, it's knee. Yours, if you slow yours down, it would sound like knee. I've never done that demo. That's actually really thoughtful.
Pretty good.
No, so I give that to you, and here's the conclusion that I will come to. You can keep doing this. It sounds fine, good and fine, especially because the rest of your voice is beautiful. But laryngeal vibrato would free you up for things like agility and support, right? If we're trying to do hey, and we're preparing this system to, I don't know, I just think it conflicts. Now, here's the trick. As long as you continue doing this, the more natural pitch bendy laryngeal vibrato kind of can't, because the space is already taken up. So mini lecture over. It's kind of up to you what you want to do with it. And I know every student I've ever worked with that's in any kind of position like this never wants to give up what they're doing, because then you have no vibrato anymore and you have to wait and hope and nurture the rest of the system and hope that the laryngeal vibrato kind of makes its way in. So I'm going to leave that for you to think about. But if you want to play with it, I want you to feel in your body, it's not meant to feel like puffs. It's not ha 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 ha. It's not that. It's ah. That's what you could practice. Ah. Up to you. Up to you.
Just like me, they long to be.
I love B. Nice details. Some nice details in here. This is a fun pick. A little vintage.
On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So this
That was almost more laryngeal. That's what I think. I won't go on about it anymore. I have a feel like you sound like you're kind of in between the two places. I'm not entirely convinced you're just doing true. So that's kind of why I'm pitching it to you. I'm encouraging you to explore and experiment.
of golden star in your eyes of love.
That agility could tighten up.
All there was in town.
The bulk of this song is sitting in a nice place for you, but the top, the high stuff, is just about like a semitone, maybe too high. It might be beneficial for you to give yourself a little bit more ceiling, pull it down a semitone. Just try it.
Follow you all around.
Nice cry.
Just like me, they long to be.
B. That's great. Great detail. Yeah.
Me
But you're allowed to do that.
to me. To you.
Nice use of dynamic. Yeah, I want to encourage you, play with the vibrato. But great interpretation of the song. Nice tone here.
Close to you.
Yeah. If you're gonna do an ad lib like this, oh yeah, that's definitely push. I like the tone here.
Close to you.
That's nice. You. Okay, that's mushy poo poo. Whoa! I don't know what you meant to do, but whoa! Nice. Good finish. Take a look at your vibrato and see if you can tidy up the agility and maybe move it down to semitone. Maybe. But great work. Hi. Oh my God, is this waving through a window? Is this waving through a window?
I've learned to slam away
Do you know this song?
before I even turn the key, before I make the mistake, before I lead with the worst of me. Give them no reason to stare. No stepping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share.
So I got nothing.
No, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in.
think you
will
just-
I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm
think the timing-
tapping on them glass. And waving through a window, I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear.
Okay, singer. I love this song, obviously. I saw Ben Platt perform this live in New York. Chef's kiss. Now, this song is musical theater. It's a Broadway song. It's complex, and Ben Platt is a crazy singer. Now, you've studied this song well. You know the melody quite well. Energetically, do you know that you don't know this?
I don't know
Just
this.
for anybody out there that doesn't know this, I want you to know the original energy of the song and the vocalist, okay? So it's a dude.
I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn. Will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapped. Step out.
So do you hear how dramatic and purposeful he is?
Broadway or?
Okay, so energetically, you are approaching this with a lot more tenderness. Now, out there in music land, are there probably more tender versions? Probably. But Ben Platt's version is the most well-known version. So what I'm craving from you out of the gate is a little bit more spice, a little bit more purpose and intention. But is it pretty? Yes. Do you know the song? Yes. Let's keep going. Right? Watching people pass. It's fine. But that's another rule of thumb. In a song, if there's ever repeat, right? A repeat phrase or repeat sentence, watch. You kind of want to make it seem like there's a reason you're repeating. Watching through. You watch. Pretty, but purpose. Nice register change. Nice cry.
Can anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? We start with stars in our eyes. We start believing that we belong, but every sun doesn't rise.
I'll also compliment you, singer. Your vowels and consonants are very theatrical, like in the best way. Like harder R's at the end of words. This is good. This suits the genre.
And no one tells you where you went wrong.
Where you, very speech-like. That's theater. I like that.
Oh, step out of the sun if you keep getting burned.
Step. We wouldn't necessarily want to breathe in the middle of that phrase if you could
out of the
help
sun
it.
Because you've learned on the outside.
You've got the riffs, but the energy.
Look at it, will I ever be more than I've
Good.
always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass. I'm waving through a window.
Some energy.
I try to speak, but nobody can hear. So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. I'm waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving when you're falling in a forest
Nice.
and there's nobody around? Do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever really crash or even make a sound? When you're falling in a forest and there's nobody around, do you ever
Nobody
really crash
around.
or even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? Did I even make a sound? It's like I never made a sound. Will I ever make a sound? On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be?
So the way you're saying these words is very true to speech, as I already paid you that compliment, and very true to Ben Platt and the style of theater singing. But the tone and the energy could be more spoken. Tapping on the glass. Tapping on the glass. It's pretty, but I would believe you more, even though your enunciation feels theatrical and feels speech-like. I wish you were more speech, like tapping. Do that. I want you to do that. I want you at home to say tapping. Tapping, and then sing it. Tapping with the same tone. You do it.
Tapping.
Oh, jeez, Flo.
Yeah.
Be more than I've always been, cause I'm tapping on the glass. Waving through windows.
Waving, that is high.
I try to speak, but nobody can hear.
Good for you.
So I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass. Waving through a window.
Okay, I want to talk about
Can
cry.
anybody see? Is anybody waving back at me? Whoa. Is anybody waving? Whoa.
Great work. Couple things to think about. On your cries, for example, I can't think of what you exactly did, but if I did that, then be careful. Be careful when you're crying up. So remember, a slow motion cry is like this. So make sure that when you're crying up to that high note, it's best, even though this is drama, you don't want to cry up too high. I have a habit of crying up too high myself, but it becomes too, it gets dramatic and can sort of sound kind of honky-tonk, kind of yodely. And we don't want that. We want a little bit less of a jump. And I want to pay you a compliment. You have great connection into those upper notes. There's no yodeling and you're not hearing your registration crash. There's a great through line. Do I wish there was more energy? Yes. Do I think you're capable of having great power in those upper notes? Freaking yes, I do actually. Yes, I do actually. So I want you to sing this and like march around your room and just like, get into it. Well, that's one of the ways you could do it. But I also just think be willing to take up more space with your voice. This is pretty, but you're capable of being powerful and beautiful. But this was lovely. Great work. Great work. Great song choice, if I do say so. Do we know this song?
It's an Ichun song.
Oh, did she do this on Singer 2025?
I don't know. I'll have to hear it.
Oh, I like your take, dude.
唱着一首歌，看向你忽然深陷眼神里，还带着惯常的戏谑，想起你我相遇之余，还温柔还痛的世界的记忆正在我们眼前展。
Oh yeah, I recognize it.
We've definitely.
Yes.
Nice work. I really like your take on this, and you've taken a female song, you've made it into male vibes, and I like your delivery. This feels storytelling. I have the sense on these high notes, which are pretty in tune and sound pretty good tonally. I just think that in watching you and even teeny tiny bit in the sound, it sounds a little bit more, it sounds a little tense. I wonder if you could open up more. It might be as simple as being willing to, I don't want to say drop your jaw, but think about if you were going to sing, like say, if you're going to speak, you would probably not say, right? If we want to make the big sound, big high notes, we want to allow our body to respond the way it naturally would. But I like this take, and I like your tone and general style. Super casual. Ooh, nice. Ooh, beautiful. Little pitch in there, little pitch deviation, but suits your storytelling kind of style. Beautiful tone up here. Careful singer. You know I'm a piano playing singer and you're a guitar playing singer, so we both have to be careful that we don't get postural weirdness, because you kind of have a forward head posture. You're kind of looking at your hand, looking at the guitar. Fine, sometimes I'm looking down too, but just watch that you're not creating tension in here. You don't want to have that habit long time. You know what what you do that's interesting? You sing into a closed mouth. What was that word? Sorry. It's probably too late now.
Yeah.
But you said, I'm going to make the word up. Pardon me. Usually, you know, in the technique of it all, we would want the singer to be singing into an open mouth, but not in this style. When somebody has a personal style like yours that is cohesive, well thought out, and suits your character, suits your tone, you can absolutely sing into a closed mouth. Really nice resonance.
原来从未纯粹，你我就是奇迹。
I like the melody in this song.
Do
you like this song?
I do.
我拿什么出来献祭？
Watch your pitch singer on the simpler, ooh, long phrase. Nice work. Notice he doesn't use a lot of vibrato.
No, he doesn't.
It's refreshing.
人在我们眼前展开。
Oh, I just want to relax you though.
是无限，眼睛是万花。
Nice little cry in there. Very natural.
追逐着斑斓，追逐着幻觉，追逐着沮丧，追逐着希望。
Great work. Great work. Okay, you pulled off long phrase, but there is a little bit of tension in there. Nice. Watch that tension. Is there a backtrack?
I think it's.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe a phone is ringing on his end.
Great work. Great work, singer. I think your tone sounds great. I don't even miss the vibrato. I think it's suitable the way you're doing it. But vibrato, by the way, is a tension releaser, right? It kind of allows the muscles to let go a little bit. Those long phrases you're doing, you be careful. I'm waiting for blood to shoot out of your forehead. Relax. Really take care to check your posture and just check that you're remaining loose in your vocal apparatus. But great work. Hello. Does this mean something?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah.
It means hello?
Usually that's a kung fu is greeting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. When I was in
thing.
Shanghai, people made me pose like this.
Yeah, it's a Chinese martial arts thing.
Hey!
Hey, it's the same song.
早晚梦见你。
Did our editors want us to do a comparison? Are they sneaking in a sneaky comparison? Okay.
我唱着一首歌，
She is inspired by Yichuan.
忽
You
然
can
实
tell,
现
Great.
眼神迷离，还带着惯常的喜讯，想起你我相遇之日，还宛若孩童的世界的绮丽，在我们眼前展开，可能心是无限，眼睛是万花筒。
She kind of sounds a little like her. A little bit.
斑斓追逐着幻觉，追。
Singer, I think you've done a really good job of studying Yichuan. And I mean that in the best way. That is how we grow and learn as artists, is do deep dive studies. I even think, I've said this a couple times when I'm watching her, that I think her tech people and her miking is really, really beautiful. I feel like we hear her mouth a lot, her tongue, her mouth, her lips, her face. And you're actually doing a really good job of that with this crazy little Apple mic or whatever these headphones are. We hear the sound of your humanness too. So beautiful work. Beautiful. You're enunciating this beautifully as well. And her very tender, sort of kind of languid, pitch bendy vocals are coming through with what you're doing. Oh, and look at the yes, register changes.
这世界连美丽都复杂，你追逐着自己，和现实距相总有一条鸿沟。
Girl. beautiful moments here. Woo! Where are you?
Bathroom?
I can't tell if you're in a bathroom or backstage.
你我均来自破碎，总花更多的时间去体会。转眼落叶和春天轮回了几回，世界迅速千里，崩塌了几回。
Great work.
那是我们满目疮痍，教我如何安慰自己。
Really, really nice.
追逐着斑斓，追逐着幻觉，追逐着希望。
She has moments where she kind of has that Snow White thing that each one sometimes does. Do you know what I'm talking about? Ah, ah.
追逐着
That last phrase where you got big, that needed either more commitment or less commitment, I would say. But there's a lot of register changes in here, a lot that she does, that you're doing, that are really beautiful. They could be made a little bit more dramatic. That's just me being picky poo, because that's part of each one's personal style. If you wanted to up the drama, but you are doing beautiful register changes and kind of yodels.
很敬畏的，原来从未纯粹。你我就是绮丽，如同他人高歌，而我用诗所爱。我拿什么出来献祭？
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Great work on your register changes, but these could be crisper. So you have to be a little bit more intentional when you're going to switch. It has to be even more drastic. So, have I ever made you do that exercise where you stay on the same note? Like, ah. Oh my God, try it. You'll sound like a donkey. It's awful.
You're starting to kill me.
It's awful. Try it. Try it. Yo,
gosh,
yeah.
that's
So
hard.
singer, I would have you try that too. So again, we're having the intention of being on the same note. Ah, and you can practice being more dramatic about the poppy yodel. Ah, you can practice blending more. Ah, you see that's a softer blend?
Yes.
But the more you practice that, you'll have options when you're in these moments. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
世界的绮丽，让在我们眼前敞开。
Beautiful. Snow White vibrato.
出现，眼睛是暗黄
Good.
红
Good.
追逐着斑斓，追逐着幻觉
Nice.
追逐着希望，追逐着希望。
Can you bring the song up, please? Maybe? Yo, yo, yo! Okay, this is fantastic. You're a fine singer. You're a fine singer. These changes could be tightened up, but I am being hard on you because that's my job. But this is gorgeous. I want to hear the placement of that last note. I wonder if it's not supposed to be a little thicker. Not supposed to. I wonder if she did it. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so you did well. You did really, really, really well because her telltale, like one of her signatures is not ever really being terribly harsh. It's not meant to be gritty. It's not meant to be like so fat. But where you put it, it could use a little boost. To be honest, where you put it, it felt like it either needed to be, same thing I said before, it either needed more or less.
Yeah.
Either floaty, a little bit more floaty, airy, or a little bit. But this is gorgeous. I actually think that this song is spicy, and I think she's doing a really good job.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. Twang.
Yeah, I think that's
Little pitchy. Okay, so that's pitchy, so we know that you need a little adjustment. I don't think the song is too high for you. I don't think I don't think that there's anything that you can't tweak in there. And this is one take.
我唱着一首歌。
Bravo!
Woo!
Okay, which one did you prefer? I like them both a lot.
I like them both. If I was around a campfire, obviously I like the first one.
Oh, I think
She sang it really pretty too. So
I think that his personal style stands up. You know who he reminds me of? That Japanese artist, that older dude. Do you know who I'm talking about? That's really storytelly. Ugh. And the Chinese songwriter. Who's the Chinese songwriter I like? The gray hair, the older gentleman.
Jonathan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like that vibe is it, like that. This guy kind of has that vibe, which I personally really like. It's, for lack of a better word, it's kind of folky. I really like that. I would like to see a concert of that kind of singing. This, I think she studied Chun, and I think that she studied the details of the song and tried to stay true to those things, and it is a big job.
Oh, yeah.
I think they both did a fantastic job, and I will not choose. On we go.
So just gonna hold on me, lady.
Okay.
No, I don't know myself for it.
What song is this?
Isn't it Teddy Swims?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
Right.
Oh, this has a crazy riff in it.
That riff. I want to hear it.
Out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I know good I'll be there alone? Yeah, stuck your tongue on me, trying my best to get for terror, stalking on my bone. Don't you know?
Nice riff. No. I'm not sad.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit more at the end, but he did pretty good.
What'd you say?
I think there was a little bit more at the end, right? But he did pretty.
Well, the thing that's missing for me is the vowel shift.
Oh.
You said tro. So this feels a little bit more R&B loose pop. This approach is a little bit more theatrical, informed. I don't think you're doing that on purpose. What I think is you're doing a fantastic job
Yes, he is.
with I don't think that English is probably your first language. Yeah?
I would agree, yeah.
But I think that you're doing a great job, because what I have learned when I'm trying to sing Mandarin, God help me, Japanese, Korean, Tagalog, is when you're singing a song that's quite difficult, which this song is, you're actually fighting kind of two battles. Now, I think you speak much more English than I speak of Mandarin. But I think that this is probably competing. It's probably competing a little bit. Now, also, I say this, I hope everybody takes this with so much love and respect as a artist to artist and human to human. And again, I sing other languages too, or I try to. But your English is, I might offer you before this video is done, there's probably a few things you can do to make yourself a little bit more clean English-wise, and B, make your life a little bit easier. But this song has a high difficulty level, and I actually think the words move pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the reason I even paused this was to talk about the vowel changes on tro. But when you're singing in a different language, those subtleties are sometimes lost. So I hope this is taken in the spirit with which it is meant, which is like bravo, and let's see if I can give you some thoughts.
Okay.
Can't you see I lose control?
Okay, cho. So da na 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 da na 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 na. I think something.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You miss for me.
Okay, you made a mess of me. Is that what it is? You made a mess of me? You made a... You made a mess of me. Or you make a mess of me. Okay.
It's important to not slur that together.
Yeah, well, let's look at that phrase, and maybe that's the phrase that I'll give you a little bit of stuff to think about. But now that I've listened a little bit more, some of it also is that I think you're... Okay. You make a mess of me. Okay, so you make a mess. So we need that K sound. Ka. You make a mess of me.
Problematic.
Watch your body like feel like bad habits. Bad habits hurt you breathe you. Yeah, I know I did the only one, but I want that remove black my tits too. Problematic where you
Problematic.
are.
Yeah.
And these are release my security. Can't see you forced to the dreams call me down my lead out in peace. Oh, I lose control.
Okay. Oh. So sometimes you're substituting in instead of like pure agility. I think sometimes we're getting like flutter is what I would almost call it, which you could do. That definitely makes it move faster. Some nice grit in your tone for sure.
I like the tone.
Nice thickness in the upper notes. See. Okay, I want you to actually try. So what will make it easier for you is to make the vowel changes more dramatic than he's doing. So I would say go from to oo. Or something, I don't know. But it will, changing the vowels also helps crisp up the riff itself. I think you'll find it helpful.
Were you honest to me? You're breaking my heart, baby. You made a mess for me. Yeah.
I like your vibrato there a lot. Nice! Really nice falsetto.
I lose control. Were you honest to me? No. I fall in your proud of you, fond of you, can't you see? I lose control.
You know, like a little bit of sort of flutter.
Honest to me, yeah. You breaking my heart, baby. You made a mess for me.
Of me, make a mess of me. Great work. This song is bananas. Fantastic work on this. I think also there's something in the way you're singing. It's like you make a mess of. This is kind of close to what I in my practice have called the yarl before. Like, do you remember Creed?
Yes, I do.
What's their song? Oh. But even like Lifehouse, like all those bands, like I'm hanging by I'm here with you. And it kind of sounds like you do have a bit of that going on. I mean, I'm paying you all the compliments in that you've taken on a banana song. Your upper mix is sounding great, although I did hear it start to fatigue by the end, which means that you're giving it a little too much gas, probably more than you need, because you seem. It seems available to you up there.
Yeah.
But I would also just a little bit. That's the yarl, so just a little bit of tongue, a little bit. So if I said lose control, I lose so instead of it sounding crisp and a little bit bright and sparkly, yours ends up sounding a little bit dull or muted or lose curl. Everything just kind of it sounds like a yorl. But I think you did a fantastic job. I think if you want to work on not having the thing, I would go to, if Mandarin is your first language, I don't know. Would you assume? Maybe?
I would assume,
Mandarin?
yeah.
I would practice, go back and speak some natural sentences and notice that you wouldn't say like, her, how was your day? Her, blah, blah, blah. Like you probably won't do that. And try and bring the way you speak in Mandarin, bring it over into when you're singing English or Mandarin. But bravo, this was really fun. This was a fun episode. Bravo to everybody.
Nice work.
When the sun beats down and burns a tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
we'll be having some
under
fun.
the boardwalk,
People walking about,
under